Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hey everybody, it's me, LaRasha, Goddess Queen, just me, 23, and this is going to be another zodiac sign reading. And Geminis, you are up, so this is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Venus and Mercury. Or if you're a Gemini cusp baby, this is going to be for you too. Or if you were just guided to this video and you don't have Gemini in your chart and you're not dealing with anybody that has Gemini in their chart, maybe there's some messages in this video for you. Cross watchers, of course, I'm including you in this reading. There will be messages in this video for you as well. And then North Node, Geminis, I'm also including you in this reading too. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. If it does resonate, please like my channel, subscribe to my channel, comment, as well as share. If it does not resonate, please try your moon sign as well as your rising sign, which is your ascendant sign in your birth chart. And in order to get your rising sign, which is your ascendant sign, you must have your name, your date of birth, the time you were born, as well as your location. If you don't have all that information, you'll still be able to get your sun sign, your moon sign, and I say pay attention to your Venus as well as your Mercury when you're dealing with love readings, okay? If you are new to my channel, I do give messages to the collective before I do give my reading. So if you're pressed on time, I always have a timestamp in the bottom section of the comment section of the videos. You can always go down to the section for that if you don't want to hear me talk or if you're pressed on time. Moving forward, if you use your free will, you will be blocked and not be able to come back on my channel. One of the gifts that I do have is clairaudiency, so there is music in the background to help you understand how to use that gift because everybody has the availability to tap into it. That's one reason why the entertainment business is controlled so much when it comes to the music, the movies, the sound, things that are tied to sound and tone, our visuals, to give you messages, synchronicities, help shift you and help activate you and help unlock certain parts of your DNA that's in your blueprint. That's one reason why it's controlled so much, and they use all those people as catalysts when it comes to entertaining us, and they also are on their own, you know, bloodline, spiritual awakenings, their own awakenings, finding out if they're going to be more of the, you know, the dark side or the good side, or trying to, you know, be in a balance between both. If you understand what I'm coming from with that. And that's one reason why, again, the yin and the yang, as far as the feminine and the masculine's energy is more considered as the dark energy, and then the feminine's energy is more considered as the feminine, the light energy. And then, you know, combining as one union, being at a point where you could both understand unconditional love, going through your trials and tribulations, healing the things that you need to heal, where you are raising your vibration to allowing you to realize your self-worth and complete whatever mission or journey that you're in. And again, twin flames, twin rays, divine partners, we're trying to gain back that balance with the masculine energy and the feminine energy that we have lost, that has been so damaged. And once now, again, same-sex relationships are included in this because you are considered as divine partners with the interracial relationships, people that have different bloodlines, some type of different bloodline DNA in some type of shape or form. You are considered as the divine partners. So it's the twin flames, twin rays, and the divine partners. So everybody takes a big play when it comes to the other things outside of love, you know, unity, the things that Martin Luther King used to say, all of us uniting as one, holding hands together as one, overcoming the challenges and the things that have took place a long time ago, that we have been brainwashed and manipulated, or removed the knowledge and history from of who we truly are, to cause us to have conflicts and cause more trauma in our regular day-to-day lives, because we don't know exactly what's going on. When it comes to these scientists, they give us all this information, not knowing that they're manipulating. There's hidden agendas behind everything that they have done. When it comes to the first scientists, okay, so again, you learn from the first ones, and it's a long line of a culture, fraternity, cult, that a lot of people are in when it comes to that. So, because they have access to do a lot of things. And one thing I want to bring up with Harriet Tubman, my ancestors are showing me some things about her that is kind of making me really, and I'm not saying anything bad about her, but y'all know this gift that I have and what my ancestors be doing when they be sending me stuff. And y'all know, the people that have been here on my channel for a while, they have me questioning the Underground Railroads, because I know the Underground Railroads were used and they were put there by the government. And that's how a lot of human trafficking and slavery and all that stuff are done, through the Underground Railroads. So they have me questioning a lot of things that they're showing me. But if it's true, I understand why, the way that we got the history that we got and where it came from. And it's just the big rabbit hole that we are in. It just amazes me how they have got away for so long with all the manipulation that they have done, and all the people that they have hurt, and all the conflicts that they have caused. When it comes to love, your history, who you are, your environment with your friends and family members, everybody is suffering when it comes to that, regardless of what color you are. And there is certain people that suffer more because of their bloodline. But now, the way that I see everything, and me being an old soul and being here from the beginning, and I tell y'all, I have fought in a lot of bloodline battles, and I understand the karma that I had to come to realization that I took part of, and then also realizing who I am now. So not judging me for my past, but judging me for who I am and the changes that I'm making now to help everybody understand what's going on. And so when it comes to the journey that you're in, you just have to really pay attention. And once you start paying attention and your vibration starts getting higher, and you're letting go of the things that were holding you down, fear, addictions, lust, alcohol, drugs, doubt in yourself, all those things, greed, and you start detaching yourself, codependencies, you start breaking yourself free from it. That is the best investment that you can make for yourself, is when you go on a spiritual route to heal yourself, because you're not relying on anybody else to heal you. You're not relying on Jesus. You're relying on yourself. And you have to understand what's the difference from calling on somebody else in another energy. You're relying on yourself. You're building that confidence. You're no longer being scared, and you're relying on yourself to move, take action in whatever it is that you need to do, and complete it the best way possible. Regardless of what's in your way, they have put in your blueprint to cause trials and tribulations. Always, one thing my grandma told me to do: never leave this house with your head hanging down. You always put your head up high. And I never understood why she said that, because I didn't know who I was. And now that me knowing who I am in my bloodline, I'm grateful for, even though you have the family fights, even though you have the the feuds with your friends, even though you have the feuds with people that's in your environment, even when they cause harm, it's teaching you something. And I'm grateful for all the lessons that I learned in this lifetime, even if it caused hurt. So I'm saying this for a reason to y'all Geminis, because I'm a Gemini, and I'm a half Gemini. I'm half Taurus, half Gemini. So I understand y'all, and I understand a lot of Geminis that's in my environment have been going through a lot of trials and tribulations when it has been a lot of their confidence getting stabbed. And then not even my enemies. I have enemies that are Geminis, and they possibly are watching this video now. And I have seen the belittling. I have seen the, you know, even though we're competition when it comes to divine feminine, divine masculine, the twin flame, twin ray, divine partner, I understand the hurt that has been caused on both ends. And I understand how everybody plays a role when it comes to getting hurt, hurting others when you're put in a situation, especially a love triangle. So you start to understand when you were put on this earth that you were put in a toxic situation from the beginning. You had no control because you were a newborn. You can't take care of yourself. If you had your superpowers and all that stuff and they were not manipulating, yes, you can. And again, they know that a lot of stuff is falling. They can't manipulate our bodies, do certain things to try to use it against us to stop our growth, stop our development, stop our transformation. And again, 2020 brings a brand new evolution for human beings. And y'all don't know how big this is. And we've been waiting for this moment, and it's here. So get over the bumps. There's going to be people that's going to come in to try to bring you down. And again, if you are twin flame or twin ray or divine partner, just know that you are a chosen one. You're in a chosen category, as well as people that are healing themselves before their family and friends. And you're taking part of any healing, spiritual, mentally, physically. Even if you don't believe in some of the stuff that I'm saying, you'll understand why later on, when all this truth starts coming out and your ancestors, your blueprint starts activating, and you start raising your vibration higher, you'll start understanding the things that you have been seeing, the things that have took part in your life since you were a child to who you are now. And then you'll understand how important you have been this whole time, not really knowing that you were this important person that had a big role when it comes to helping everybody else around you. So I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. If you're watching me, like I said, you are ahead more than you ever could imagine watching me. And that's one reason why they mess with my channels. That's one reason why they mess with everything that I do when I push out information and knowledge out to the collective on both sides, this side, and then also knowledge as far as when it comes to my bloodline, the people that I know that's in my environment, the things that other cultures, other races are probably not aware of, the reason why it's bringing us to where we are now. And a lot of people, again, I'm very blunt when it comes to the things that I express, the things that I say, because again, I was a Libra when I was first put here on earth, and I know that was my zodiac. So Libra, again, is about karma, it's about truth, fairness, independence, confidence. And then I'm a Leo rising. So me being a Leo rising, you can just imagine, and Leos are known for being the leaders, the lion, the king of the jungle. Okay. So just telling you who I am so you can understand who I am as an individual and understand exactly why people will see you the way that they see you because of what's in your birth chart. So let's get back on it. Let's go back to this. So Geminis, it is the new moon today. Make sure that you protect your emotions. This is the mood swing moon. So everybody is going to affect everybody that's on earth. You, your pets, your animals, it's going to affect everybody. So make sure you wear your blue stones, your pink stones, your purple stones, your green stones, your red stones, and then blue stones for sure. Okay. Think about emotions, water, the colors of the different things as far as when it comes to us, seeing, tasting, and hearing and feeling. Okay. So certain things are certain colors for a reason. Also, your emotions. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Take spiritual baths, lavender baths, sea salt baths. Okay? That would help you protect your emotions and then also protect your aura from everybody else that's dealing with their mood swings, and the ones that are not aware of how to protect themselves. It can cause conflict in your situation. So make sure that you really protect yourself, Geminis. Again, 2019 was a major transformation for y'all when it comes to your growth. Y'all have a lot of things that's getting ready to happen in your life. Again, y'all being the twins, y'all being having a head start before everybody else, because you have the availability to have that dark side and that light side, regardless if you are a twin flame, a twin ray, or divine partner. Just you being a Gemini, you have the experience, you have the knowledge, you understand that there's two of you because of the twin representation. That's also the representation. That's the reason why the Lover's card is the Lover's card, because it's, again, the yin and the yang. It's the feminine, the masculine energy, that dark energy and the light energy, if you want to take it to the next level. And that's the reason why this picture is here. There's a feminine, there's a fire, and there's a ice. So again, another representation of yin and yang energy as well. Merging as one. That's what I'm hearing. Merging as one. So music in the background. If you're interested in your birth chart, it's listed in the description box of the video. Again, cusp babies, I include you in my readings because your sun sign represents who you're trying to be before you pass over in this lifetime. So if you are a cusp baby, that means that you're trying to harness both of those energies before you pass over in this lifetime. So if I state your date of birth, that means that you are a cusp baby. If I don't state your date of birth, that means that you are a regular Gemini when it comes to your sun sign. So Taurus/Gemini, May the 17th through May the 23rd. Taurus/Gemini, May the 17th through May the 23rd. And then Gemini/Cancers, June the 17th through June the 23rd. Gemini/Cancers, June the 17th through June the 23rd. So if I, North Node, I'm including you in this readings because your North Node has to do with your past life karma and the karma in this lifetime. And since, again, 2020 is taking us to another phase where we're gaining a lot of knowledge and gaining a lot of truth to allow us to be who we are, to claim our birthrights, that which activates, you know, certain gifts that you have because of where you come from, what's in your DNA, and so on. So you can imagine the reason why they manipulated and kept us in the matrix for so long, to do the things that they needed to do, which I understand also the fact of, you know, when it comes to the different races, the different people that's on the earth, them making their bloodlines stronger as far as when it comes to allowing them to exist on the earth too. And that's one reason why, again, divine partners, same-sex relationships, and interracial relationships are so important. So now you're going to understand how important you are. Even another thing I want to say, the one that gets treated like shit is always the one that ends in the end. Always remembers that. The one that got treated like shit the most always wins in the end. So the ones that have got criticized for and I know I don't want to keep going on this, but just know that y'all are important. I'm gonna do a separate video for that. I'm gonna start talking a lot more so I can get people to understand what's going on and expressing a lot more so y'all can get it, because a lot of people are saying that I'm helping them through this spiritual awakening like they can ever imagine. And I see the comments that y'all leave in the comment section for me to read, and I just want to say thank you. Even if I don't reply to any of them, I like it. I heart it. That lets you know that I looked over it, I read it. I'm acknowledging you for commenting on my page and taking your time to do that, because you don't have to do that, and I really appreciate for you doing that and speaking and standing in your truth right along with me and letting me know that we're not in this journey. I'm not in this journey alone. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, Geminis. So again, this is going to be the decks that I use in my readings. They are already listed in the description box if you're interested in purchasing any of these decks. They're also listed in my Amazon store, energy healing crystals, things like that for your enlightenment and your transformation, okay? Let's see, what else? Is there anything else before I get started? Nope. So let's go ahead and cut these other cards. Illustrator deck. Again, entertainments on these cards. Whatever first comes onto mind whenever I pull the card, and whoever's on the card, watch the movie, watch whatever song, listen to whatever song first comes to mind. If you don't know anything about that person, Google, research about them, figure out if they're on a spiritual journey, what have they been in the public about, what they believe in. Just researching about them, watch a movie about them if you don't know anything about them, or listen to one of their songs. Okay, so Geminis is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Venus and Mercury. Or if you're Gemini cusp baby, this is going to be for you too. Or if you were just guided to this video and you don't have Gemini in your chart and you're not dealing with anybody that has Gemini on their chart, maybe there's some messages in this video for you too. North Node, cusp babies, and then cross watchers. Of course, there's going to be messages in this video for you, and this could also be vice versa as well. It does not necessarily have to be you, Gemini. It could be your masculine, your feminine is dealing with this. It could be the person, let's say if they're involved with a karmic or a soulmate, they can be going through that with them. It could be family, friends, the ones that are close that you know about their situation. You can be pulling in some of their information too. So just understanding, paying attention. When you first watch Torrid, always try to stick with a card that's in your type of element as far as an air element. Again, the Lover's card is your card. It also, again, any of the air cards as far as the Queen or the Knight or the Page, or as far as when it comes to your representation of your energy, Geminis. The Magician card, you know, because it's air, the Fool card can also be a representation of you. So just paying attention to things to help you understand who you are, and then other things that would help you be able to separate the other people that's in your environment as well, okay? Seeing the person more of whatever that card is. And then sometimes the words, you know, use certain words towards yourself or certain words towards your masculine, your feminine. Those are considered as trigger words. If, you know, like, let's say if they were a player, okay, you dealt with the third party situation, that's a trigger word for you, okay? Let's say if they were any type of addictions, that would be a trigger word for you. Or alerting you to pay attention. Okay, so Geminis, I'm going to shuffle this 3 more times. This next time, whatever at the bottom of the deck, I'm going to take it as part of your energy. We have the 8 of Swords. So this card came out in my Capricorn reading. So it's coming out again. Was it Capricorn? I want to say it's Capricorn because Gemini, I did try to do your reading before. Yesterday, last night, around, I want to say 1 a.m., 12 a.m., I was trying to be up and do your reading, and I did it. And when I tried to exit out the reading, it pushed this video cannot be saved, so I couldn't save it. And if it's not the Capricorn reading that this card came out in, it was your reading that when I first tried to do your reading, it came out in this card. that this card came out in that reading, okay? So this Eight of Swords, and this Eight of Swords is different than any other deck that I have seen. Again, this is the Mermaid Tarot deck. The swords are in front of them. They are have rope and things on their foot that is holding them back. And any other type of card, there's not anything in front of them. They don't have anything that's holding their hands down for them to escape. They can take the blindfold off. I'm seeing this as two type of energy. So some of you Geminis could have been dealing with somebody, or if this was you, you felt that there was certain attachment, feeling like you were stuck, feeling like restricted in some type of way, blocked, okay? Blocked, feeling blocked. So let's say if you were dealing with the masculine and the feminine, they could have been feeling blocked in some type of way, shape, or form. This could also represent this card with this way that it's looking. Let's say if there was black magic or spell work or voodoo or any of that was involved, or if there was any type of manipulation as far as verbal manipulation, because the Eight of Swords, that's a mental manipulation. So verbal, or knew how to play with your mind, Gemini, or your masculine, your feminine mind mentally, to cause them to think a certain way or feel a certain way, cause certain mental conflicts, cause confusion into their environment. I could see that as far as energy as that. So some of y'all were being blocked. Some of them were having certain fears. So let's say if this is a fear within yourself, you know, lack of confidence, or your masculine, your feminine, not feeling like they were worthy enough. I could feel that energy as well when I, with this card coming out. Okay. So let's keep going. You have the Queen of Cups being reversed. And earlier I said somebody emotionally manipulating somebody to stay stuck. That's something that the Queen of Cups does, and she knows how to do that well. When the Queen of Cups is reversed, this represents gossip. It represents deceptive energy. It represents a people pleaser, somebody that's always seeking attention, knowing how to use their emotions. Could be very clingy, could be very selfish, overly sensitive at time, as well as jealous, okay, and bitter. So I feel that some of y'all were involved with a person that was harnessing this energy, or you could have been dealing with somebody that was a water sign, that was a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. They had that in their chart. This also represents not loving yourself too. So not taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, doing the things that you need to do. So if this is you, Gemini women or Gemini man, even regardless of what feminine or masculine energy that I pull when I see these cards, remember you have both. A lot of masculine right now are having heart activations as far as when it comes to their heart chakra, understanding the difference between love and lust, you know, realizing their own self-worth, realizing who they are, you know, that they are somebody important. They are somebody that's worthy of receiving unconditional love and giving unconditional love. I see that somebody could be dealing with that as well. Okay. So I feel that there's a lot of energies as far as the different situations. Again, there's a lot of Geminis that watch this reading. You also have your family and friends that watch the readings for certain people that's in their environment. You have the karmic watching the reading. So it pushes all types of energy. And when it comes to the readings, that you are viewing, so keep in mind of that. So that's why I say always go into a reader when you're watching somebody, give a reading, always go in that reading knowing that this could be a vice versa reading. And if you go in that knowing that and thinking that, it will be a lot easier. And then once you start seeing, and the more readings that you start watching, you'll start seeing certain cards will start coming out, and that would help you notify certain people or alert you of certain people's type of energy, to help you in your situation and gain you clarity on the reading that you're watching. So just giving you a little information, giving you a little bit that knowledge, as far as when it comes to understanding Taurus. So with the Queen of Cups being reversed, this also represents not being, you know, being overly sensitive. So again, this is energy that is going to be, everybody's going to be harnessing right now, because again, the new moon is today, and that's the mood swing moon. So some of y'all could be going through mood swings, dealing your masculine and feminine or Geminis. You could be going through mood swings. So make sure you protect your energy. Again, wear blue stones, pink stones, purple stones, green stones. I won't say red. If you do red, do like this color, and that's the reason why I have this here. This is damn it, which stone is this? It's no. I can't think of what the stone is, okay? But I will figure it out, and then I will put it in the comment section, okay? I do apologize. But this color, not red. I don't want to say red, because that can make you overly angry if you're going to be going through a lot of mood swings. So whoever's watching that, this is alerting you to make sure you protect your energy. If you don't protect your energy, you're going to possibly have some conflicts and be very overly sensitive. This could also represent somebody, again, tapping with magic, spell work. When this is reversed, the Queen of Cups is typically the person that's very intuitive. They're the psychic. When it's reversed, this represents energy as far as, you know, somebody using spell work, manipulation, being involved with that. Love spells is what I'm hearing. This person was doing love spells. You have the Empress card coming out. So yeah, there's two different women. That's two different energies that's involved with this, okay? So there's the water sign, and then you have Aries / Taurus here. You have earth energy. They could be seeing you as their Empress. Let's say if you Geminis, you are seeing yourself, Geminis women, as the Empress. If you're looking at this video as a no, they said don't say that. They said don't say that. Why don't say that? They just said don't say that. You'll hear it. You'll understand later. That's what they said. They said don't say that. So I guess the reason why, okay, now they're showing me, they gave me a visual. The reason why they're saying for me not to say that, because there could be two, like, let's say if there is a third party situation, Gemini, and since this is not your energy, so that's, you know, typically your air energy, and this is water, and this is earth and fire energy that's coming out. It's letting me know, let's say there could be two different people, or if there is a love situation that's involved. Let's say if your masculine, your feminine is ending it with the karmic or soulmate, they could be seeing them as the Queen of Cups, the one that was manipulating them emotionally, using their emotions to manipulate them. Some of them know that that the karmic or the soulmate was involved with, you know, spell work or black magic, using doing love spells is what I heard, or any of that. That's what they're seeing them as, that energy, and they're seeing you as the Empress. So if you are a feminine and you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini could be seeing you as an Empress, okay, is what I'm hearing. And if you know you were in a third party situation, they're ending it with that third party, because that third party was manipulating them emotionally. And this person was possibly not emotionally stable with themselves, especially if they had to go as low as doing love spells or, you know, black magic, voodoo, root work, any of that, in order for them to keep your masculine emotionally tied to them, loving them, keeping them in illusions, and so on, if you understand what I'm saying. So the Empress card is coming out. This represents energy as far as fertility. So some of y'all could be pregnant. If you're not pregnant, could be, you know, giving birth to your ideas, being in your creative thoughts. This could also represent mother energy. So some of y'all could be thinking highly of your mother. Your mother could be thinking highly of you right now. Geminis is what I'm hearing. Our cross watchers and this represents energy as far as, let's say if there is your masculine, your feminine, some of them could be wanting to get you knocked up. There could be a pregnancy that's involved for the ones that can have children, are willing to have children with your masculine, your feminine. Wow, something just fell. I don't know what that was, but there was some noise. Yes, look. Wow. I can't make that shit up. Y'all just saw that. Yes, they know that you are their divine partner. They know that you are their twin flame, their twin ray, their divine partner, twin flame, twin ray, or divine, so divine partner, twin flame, and twin ray. I'm gonna start saying flame, ray, and DP. Let's do that, okay? Because I already explained to you what those were in this relationship, okay? So flame, ray, and DP. So they know you are either their flame, their ray, or their DP, okay? This other person was a karmic or a soulmate. They're not on the same connection and wave energy as far as when it comes to your masculine and your feminine. Even if this is a same-sex relationship, there's still one person that has more masculine energy. There's one person that has more feminine energy as well. You have the Justice card being reversed. So this represents things being hidden, not being, treated fairly, injustice, going through certain losses. This represents legal problems as well. So some of y'all could be going through legal problems. There could have been, again, unfair treatment as far as, let's say, if there was a third-party situation that was involved, it could have been unfair treatment that was done for that. You were feeling like your masculine, your feminine, or Gemini, you were not giving justice to your masculine, your feminine, or cross-watchers. You were not giving justice to this Gemini, or this Gemini was not giving justice to you. So I feel that this person knows that they were not balancing the scales when it comes to the situation between you and them. So, yeah, look, the Four of Cups, them going through their awakening. This masculine went through their awakening and realized exactly what they were involved with, what they did, their actions, the people that they were in their environment, their actions of those people that caused any heart or any harm to the relationship between the masculine and feminine, or any delays. So this person could be overly drinking. They could be very sensitive at this time. You do have the Queen of Cups, so that could represent, you see this cup here, so they could be drinking. You see these bottles, having 1 or 2, 3 bottles, 3 cups of alcohol. Okay, especially if this person is not a drinker, they are drinking heavily because, again, they regret, they're disappointed within themselves, but not realizing that the universe is still saying, hey, pick up yourself. You didn't lose her. You didn't lose yourself, Gemini. You still have an offer over here to give. This person is still waiting for your offer. They still want you to fill their cup up. You still over drinking. Four Cups represents energy as far as missed opportunities, okay? So this person realizing the missed opportunities that they had with their masculine and their feminine. I am going to put this Four Cups because I feel that this person is daydreaming about this woman. Daydreaming about their mermaid. Daydreaming about their mermaid. This person sees you as a mermaid. Or y'all could have had a past life as far as when it comes to Atlantis. If it's not Atlantis, y'all could have, again, Titans. That's all part of Atlantis. What am I saying? But, Atlantis could be very significant to you and your masculine, your feminine. Four Pentacles represents energy as far as holding on to something tightly as well. So again, if your masculine or feminine or Gemini, you found out that there was any type of manipulation that was involved to manipulate you emotionally, to keep you stuck in a situation with a karmic or soulmate, this person was holding on too tightly to something that was not theirs, is the energy is what I'm getting. They were more focused on their own needs, more focused on themselves. Again, some of y'all are overly sensitive. Your masculine, your feminine is overly sensitive because of the fact of them. Let's say if your masculine, your feminine is getting information, let's say if they are getting any dreams or any visuals of certain past lives that they have had with you, it's making this person be very overly sensitive, and it's really hurting them to make them realize exactly all the harm and the hurt that they have caused you. And that's the reason why this person is drinking, 3 glasses of wine, or drinking 3 glasses of, liquor and alcohol or bottles. They're that much deep in regret. Okay. I want to have his baby. You have the Hierophant card coming out. So this represents Taurus energy being reversed. The Hierophant represents Taurus energy, period. But with it being reversed, this represents energy as far as rebelling. This represents energy as far as not honoring your commitment, not being in tune with yourself mentally, physically, as well as emotionally, okay, is what I'm getting from this card as well. This also represents letting go of spiritual beliefs. So let's say if your masculine or your feminine is getting awoken to certain past lives, and y'all living, and, back in the days as far as Atlantis, when that's way in the beginning with the pyramid days and all that coincides together, your masculine is seeing certain truths that they possibly could have denied. So let's say if you told them that, y'all had, you're their twin flame, you're their ray, you're their twin, you're their ray, you're their flame, you're their DP. And this person was not believing you. They were not believing the information that you were speaking to them, and you were not receiving any justice in that situation. And a lot of y'all thought that it was unfair for you to get certain visuals, for you to get certain information, and not allowing your masculine, your feminine to see the same things that you're seeing. And now, didn't I say earlier that somebody's going through their spiritual awakening, and this person is going through their spiritual awakening now, and so they have to realize, wake up to certain things, especially if they're getting pushed to stand in their purpose. And if this person has a past life in Atlantis, yes, you have a high purpose when it comes to the overall existence of the world right now. So I feel that this person now is realizing again how badly that they treated you, and this whole time you and this person have been on this world, in this journey, over and over and over and over and over and over, and they're getting shown that. So it's making this person a lot of beliefs that this person possibly had from their parents, because you do have the mother and you do have the father energy here as far as the emperor and the empress. Or again, it could be a pastor, it could be religious beliefs, same-sex relationships. A lot of that is you're breaking free from those belief systems that we were brought into. Ace of Swords, okay? Denying the truth. How I was saying earlier, this person was denying the truth. They were living in certain illusions. This person possibly could have been blinded. Some of y'all possibly had issues as far as your throat chakra being blocked. They could have, let's say if this person, the karmic or the soulmate, was manipulating them anyway with spell work takes a part of their overall foundation. So it's going to take part of their career, their emotions within themselves, their stability within themselves. Is going to take part of their love relationships with their parents, their friends, everybody that's in their environment, because you don't understand exactly how much power the things like spells and black magic and root work and all that stuff holds from the beginning. And it has to do with it also plays a significant role when it comes to certain bloodlines. So again, I feel that this person is getting a lot of knowledge that's very uncomfortable for them right now. And that's the reason why they're very sensitive at this moment. And this could be you, Gemini, and I'm having problems speaking. And again, the Ace of Swords is coming out. So I'm feeling you getting uncomfortable about the things that you're seeing, or the things that this person is receiving, are the being blocked from expressing themselves. Some of them, let's say if they were involved with the karmic or soulmate, they could have did a spell to, cause your masculine or feminine, or cause you Geminis to not communicate with your twin, your ray, or your DP. Ace of Swords, this represents energy as far as Aquarius, Libra, as well as Gemini. When it's reversed, it represents slander. It represents injustice. It represents going through obstacles, okay? Conflicts. Conflicts. Nine of Wands. Picking up and moving. Taking your burdens and going on your own separate way. Going on your own journeys. Surrendering to the cause. So this person possibly now, again, if they are getting these visions, they are getting certain synchronicities, getting certain knowledge. Once you start seeing stuff in your dreams, or even when you start getting visuals when you're awoke in your work, let's say if you're at work or you're in your car or you're in your room and you are wide awake and you start seeing certain visions. You have one of those scenes. I'm thinking about the Mummy scene when they were on the boat in the aircraft, and she started getting visuals of her past life, and she's seeing it while people and her husband and everybody else was on their day-to-day, what they were doing. But she's in both realities going back and forth and getting visuals. I feel that this is what this person is going through right now. They getting woke. Whoever, they're getting woke to who they are. Woke to who they are. Okay? And this person is getting, taking their burdens, they're taking their, getting a lot of things taken off their shoulders, and separating themselves, detaching themselves from stuff that's no longer serving them. Yeah, Five of Swords, they realize, I told you, they realize that they hurt. They realize they hurt their goddess. They realize that they hurt their God. They realize that they hurt, their masculine, their feminine. They realize they hurt their emperor. They hurt. I'm hearing this person is wanting to help now. They're getting ready to be the helper, okay? But they hurt their empress and their emperor. And them hurting you hurt them in return. Especially if you cut all communication off from your masculine, your feminine, and let them deal with whatever situation that they were dealing with, overcoming whatever challenges they needed to overcome. And you took that leap and focused on yourself and focused on your own self-worth. It hurt that person when you did that. But it made them have to really go through their shift, go through their awakening, stop denying the change and stop denying the growth that they needed to take part of in order to bring that balance to the relationship. The Hermit card represents Virgo being reversed. This is Virgo, but with it being reversed, it represents energy as far as, paranoid, it fears. So this person, again, fearing the worst. Sometimes Geminis, you can fear the worst. If it's not you, Geminis, it could be your masculine, your feminine. They could be fearing the worst. This also represents not being in their head. Let's say if they were paranoid and the karmic or the soulmate was using any type of emotional manipulation, verbal manipulation, or either any of those spell work, taking part of any type of spell work or root work or love spells, it was causing signs, making your masculine, your feminine be paranoid about certain things, which brought fears about themselves as well. Some of them were living in certain illusions. This person is feeling, okay, so let's go back to the one that's drinking. So this person is really feeling lost. This part, your masculine, your feminine is hurting. That's going off for a reason, that vibration. That's either alerting you need to pay attention, or you're not paying attention and you need to rewind to catch the message that you missed. So that's another synchronicity that takes part of when you're trying to learn or you're trying to catch information. Okay, so this person is real hurt right now. If you did separate yourself, if you did seclude yourself from your masculine, your feminine, they felt the detachment as far as when it comes to the connection between you and them. If you were more focused on yourself, and they they're not upset and mad at you for focusing on yourself, feminine or masculine, if you did have to pull yourself away. It just was a hard lesson that this person had to learn. And they knew that they had to do, you had to do that in order for them to push them to be on the same vibration as you, or for them to, you doing that push them to having to go through their awakening that they possibly could have denied or could have delayed or didn't want to go through. Five of Pentacles represents energy as far as lack, worrying. I told you this person is very worrying a lot. They are worrying that that they lost you. He can't love you like I love you. Jagged edge. He can't love you like I love you. But again, this person's not paying attention, not realizing that some of you are waiting for your masculine and your feminine to come in and acknowledge, you know, or tell you about the things that they have seen, or, you know, the dreams that they have been getting, their awakening that they've been going through. If they have detached themselves from the karmic or the soulmate, some of them are detaching themselves from them and they're going towards you. And that's the justice that they're bringing is what I'm hearing. But some of y'all are involved with somebody that is over worrying right now. Again, drinking could cause them to be over worrying and not seeing that they still have you. The connection is still there. This also represents health issues. So again, not overstressing yourself, not bringing on anxiety. Now, if this person is coming back from your past, let's see what they're bringing you. You have the King of Pentacles wanting to give you their offer, wanting to be their king, wanting to be reliable. Again, I heard earlier, helpful. This person is wanting to be helpful. They're coming in and assisting you. Earlier in the Gemini reading, the E card that came out was at your service. So I see this as that card as well. This masculine, your feminine, regardless, whoever the one that was causing all the hurt, causing the pain, the one that was backstabbing their masculine or feminine, this person is now wanting to be reliable. They're wanting to be responsible. They're wanting to honor their commitment. Okay. They're wanting to be the protector. You had to grow patience with this person. This person had to learn patience. They had to also be confident within themselves that they can provide for themselves, that they can provide for another person, that they were capable, again, of receiving unconditional love as well as giving unconditional love. You have Oprah Winfrey here. I heard you show is ugly. So color purple. Okay. Strength. Wow. I mentioned Leo earlier, didn't I? Well, I didn't mention Leo, but I mentioned the lion. Being strong, being bold, being daring. Mary J. Blige. Okay. You know her stories with, you know, is it KC that she was dating? KC. And then her situation with the husband that she found after him, going through the same circles, going through the same trials and tribulations as far as when it comes to a relationship, regardless of what man that she was involved with, who she married. Overcoming those, realizing her self-worth, knowing that she was a boss, she was a queen, not allowing that to damage her career. Sure Thing by Miguel. This love is a sure thing. Fool, this card came out in the other Gemini reading. So again, I mentioned Fool earlier, new beginnings, going into something new, a fresh start. Let's say if there was a job situation, a layoff, or, you know, in any instability when it comes to your finances, you're getting a fresh start when it comes to that. A new direction. Must be nice. Life Jennings. Even when your hustling days are done, some of y'all could have possibly been dealing with somebody that was a hustler or could have been in and out of the court system, living that hustler mentality. If they were involved with multiple women, this could also be energy as far as, you know, loving other multiple women, multiple men. Taking that leap, taking that jump. This represents Aquarius, Libra, as well as Gemini. It also represents Virgo. King of Pentacles represents Capricorn, Taurus, as well as Virgo. And then again, Strength card represents Leo. Very soon. So communication coming in very soon. Making a decision very soon. So it says, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Healing family issues. So some of y'all possibly had to heal and overcome certain family trauma, parent situations, you know, sister, brothers, uncles, anybody that is a blood relative. Overcoming any of those trials and tribulations, any of that toxic, whatever toxic situation that you were in. Letting go of resentment, letting go of grudges. Some of y'all possibly had to heal situations from your mother and your father. Again, letting go of certain belief systems. This could be religious issues as well. That's tied to your childhood. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So again, let's say if this person was somebody that was doubting. Yeah, okay, okay, I understand what they were saying by doubting. They were doubting that they didn't need to heal themselves. They thought that they were already healed. That could be something that this person was learning a lesson from as well. But what they were trying to say, if this person was somebody that was delaying any obstacles or delaying any type of healing from their childhood, this is the reason why this card is coming out, and it's just explaining what I was saying earlier, how that person had to overcome certain challenges, heal themselves from certain things that was lacking them from bringing that balance with their masculine and their feminine. No longer playing that fool, doing the things that they need to do and not sabotaging themselves. All those gold digging women disappear. You'll still be here. She will still be here. He will still be here. Honeymoon. Somebody could be going on their honeymoon soon. This person could be coming in and giving you a proposal. Y'all could be planning your honeymoon soon. Some of y'all could be going on your honeymoon in the end of 2020. This also represents energy as far as separation, distancing yourself as well. Escaping from a situation. A lot of water, so please make sure you protect yourself, Geminis, during this new moon. Wear your blue stones, green stones. Again, oranges are reddish orange stones. Purple stones, pink stones will help you. Bear spirit. So it says take time out, taking time out of the situation, cutting yourself out. Again, you have the Hermit card here, which is known for distancing yourself from your environment, having that alone time, doing the things that you need to do in order for you to heal yourself. So I feel that this person took time out. They got themselves together, or if this is you, Geminis, you got yourself together. You have a 9 here. 9 represents moving on, represents happiness and growth. Buffalo spirit. So this card came out in the Gemini reading that I did before. So it says the abundant universe will provide. It came out in the same position, and it's crazy because it's hitting the Emperor, the Empress. It's hitting strength, overcoming any financial issues, overcoming all that, overcoming, not knowing your own self-worth, denying yourself your transformation and your growth. The universe is now stepping in to help you and assist you. Ancestors, certain totem poles. So there could be certain animals that you're going to be seeing that's going to help you and know that you're at this completion. You're getting ready to have this transformation. If you're seeing any type of entity, any type of animals that have to do with Indian totem poles, like buffaloes, wolves, owls, falcons, hawks, ravens, bears, all those animals have to do with the indigenous tribes. Okay, Indians ate buffalo. That was the only meat that they ate. And then when the Europeans came over here and the Spaniards came over here, and then the other people came over here, they slaughtered all the buffalo. I have a picture of that. I'm going to post it in my community board if y'all want to see it. They slaughtered all the buffalo. And that's how the giving you the food, because we took away all your food. So now we're going to give you the food that's going to mess with you, cause you to die, stuff that we contaminated. So again, that's where the corn and the wheat and all that basically takes place when it comes to what they gave to the Indian. They took out their resources when it comes to their food supply that was put there on their land, because that land was for them, and created certain things and brought certain things over here to feed to them, to bring harm to them. Okay? Skunk spirit. Know your worth. Realizing your worth. I just said that. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. Realizing your self-worth. Going through your self-discovery phase. Allowing yourself to go through that change. Setting those boundaries when you need to set those boundaries. Forgiving people that have hurt you. You don't have to deal with them. Forgiving them just so you don't have bitterness or resentment. No hate in your heart. You have a 54 here. A 9. Another 9. So 9 represents, again, moving on, happiness, and growth. Wow! It was meant to be, Geminis. It was all meant to be. It's all meant to happen this way. At your service. They want to be the helper. And what I said in the last Gemini reading, what popped into my head was Beauty and the Beast. And you know what? I can see this as a Beauty and the Beast relationship too. With all these animal cards out here, I can see that. A 23, 5s. Conflicts brings change. Superhero. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody possibly got some information that they're going to be getting some type of powers that's going to make them like a superhero. Why do you think that they hid chakras and meditation and yoga from the United States for so long? Why do you think that they took out Bruce Lee? Because the Asians and the Chinese, their bloodlines have access to chakras because of Buddha and all them. The knowledge that they gained from the scrolls that they had from their bloodlines. So to help them and assist them in, you know, what they needed to prepare for in the coming days, which is 2020. So a lot of people know that they have the availability to, your ancestors, you've seen the gifts that and the capabilities that we have. They put them out in these movies when it comes to these superhero movies. Okay. Especially if you are anybody that's in a part of Atlantis. Somebody's powerful and don't even know that they're powerful. You have a 31 here, which is a 4. 4s represent stability. My background. This is the first time this card came out. Goes with my background. Supergirl. Okay. Wow. The Truth by India Irie is on. If any of those cards are India Irie, I'm gonna flip out. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, we already did it. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Okay. I'm just making sure. Just making sure. I was like, wow. But the Truth is on. Divine Sisterhood. This card came out in the Gemini reading too. So it says community of spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. So earlier how I was saying fraternity, sororities. That's crazy that this came out and I was talking about scientists and stuff. You see how this reading is aligning with what I said earlier, and those ones that don't take part of and missing the messages that I state in the beginning, they will never completely understand why they were meant to watch the reading from the beginning, because they're impatient, or they just, are, being biased, or they don't want to spend the time and take to listen to the beginning of the messages I have at the beginning of the reading. Look at that. Look at that. This could also represent, let's say, if there is somebody that is taking part of, if there was any drugs or alcohol that was involved, this could be somebody that's going to AAA or taking part of that type of healing program, step program, is what I'm hearing. Being a part of a community that supports you. I am your soul sister. Regardless of what race you are, I consider you as my soul sister, because I know regardless of what race, no matter what race you are in, people are part of my soul tribe. Me helping you, I'm giving you, I have access to people that's in other countries. So shout out to the ones that's not in the United States that are in other countries. I am your soul sister. Okay, we have a soul connection. Realizing you are a part of something. 37, time. Getting your time back. Access to time. Knowledge. Information. Somebody is going to have a gift to be able to time warp. Time warp are either telepathic. You have a 37. As another, this is a 10, so a completion. Snakes, realizing the snakes, breaking yourself free from that. This also can represent transformation, so shedding the old you and allowing the superhero to come in. Okay, that could also represent that, but this does mean watch your back. You have a 7. 7 represents mysteries. DNA activations, getting the signs, getting the synchronicities. If this person was living in illusions in the past, now they're seeing past those illusions. They're realizing the snakes that's in their environment. Anchor, they're wanting to be your anchor. This also represents energy as far as guides. Some of y'all could be seeing a lot of seagulls, cranes, storks. You have a 35 here. An 8. 8 represents movement. And last card, again, orangish red, reddish orange. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So again, realizing the choices that you make bring consequences. Owning up to your mistakes. This person is now wanting to be reliable. They're wanting to be responsible. They're wanting to be your protector. And you can't get it any bit better than having both of those energies coming together and uniting as one and being at each other's service and being strong for one another. Now the universe is going to step in and give y'all what y'all are meant to have. So hopefully this reading resonates with you. If it does resonate with you, like my channel, subscribe to my channel. And I just want to say thank you and you have a great day.